All right, Sean Illingworth here, Sideways Sean on Instagram. We're gonna go through Formula Drift Utah, round 4, our last round in Pro Spec. If you don't know what that is, it is a drifting competition that travels all throughout the United States. Basically, we are the second highest class in the world of drifting, essentially, right? Only thing better than Pro Spec would be Pro 1 in Formula Drift. It's pretty exciting, man. This was a goal I had probably over 5-6 years ago to become, a Formula Drift driver. I've been racing my whole life. This is something that you really can't explain the feeling, traveling with your friends, going to new places, experiencing new tracks, meeting new drivers, and everyone wants the same thing you do. They want to be on top of the box, right? They want to win. They want to go home with that trophy. So crazy experience. Happy, sad, mad, glad. It's really hard to describe all the emotions that you go through at these events. And I think it's really cool the people that you end up meeting from just this, perfect examples is Thompson and how we're friends, right? It's really random and it brings people together. So a quick walkthrough, I guess, of the round. We had a good round, man. Compared to last year, I think we finished 26th in the championship standings, right in the points. This year we're 13th, so we did a lot better than we did last year. Obviously we're shooting for top 5, but that's our goal next year, man. Did well. Took ourselves out in the top 16 battles. Got a little crazy and off-roaded the car, but it's still in one piece. So, that's, I guess, the plus side of things, right? Basically, I guess, if you don't know anything about Formula Drift, it's going to be 40, 50 drivers that compete for the top 32 spots, and you kind of move up from there, battle each other out until the final 4 spots. So the way that they do that now is however your points rankings go off your last round, carries into the next round, and that kind of shows where you stand. Then you go against the next people to move up. It is a little bit of I guess you'd say, up to other people's hands in racing versus other flagged racing forms. Like there's judges, so that does kind of create a little bit of chaos sometimes with calls where you think something you did was right and maybe they didn't like that. But also that's what creates, such a fun aspect to the sport, is you're not doing what you want to do in drifting, you're doing what the judges want you to do. So that's kind of the hard part about it, right? You can go and street drift all day and hit whatever line you want, but when someone changes that and you got to change the way your driving is, that's when it really creates the gap in drivers and who can do these things. So shooting to Utah, right? Day 1, set up. We got to do something really cool this year. We got to set up with Sim Magic, the Extreme Racing dudes, at a huge big rig that we actually got to wrap at the beginning of the year. So that was something new. We got to taste what it's like to be with the big pro dudes, with the actual official, big rig and trailers and all that. Crazy. It was like 7 hours of setup to do that with the, 11 dudes. So it's a lot of work that goes into this to make sure, you can have an awesome looking pit, and, you got the floors in there and all the, banners with all of the right branding, right, to make everyone happy. So that was really cool. Badass experience and something I can learn from. Day 1 setup, you don't really do much more than that. Get everyone's hard cards, get all the, official documents, and then, go to sleep early and get ready for practice day. Practice day felt good all day. You don't get very much practice. There's a lot of drivers. Tried to make some changes with the front end. I was really struggling with front end grip towards the end of the day for some reason. Thought we were in a good position for the next day. Made a couple changes. Went to the next day's practice and hated the changes. Went off track, got maybe 2 laps of practice. Just all around didn't do well right before competition when it mattered. So then going into top 32, won our battle against Stewart, which is a pretty fast Corvette. The driving was there, it was good. We did get a little lucky, but then moving into top 16, got beat by Marguerite. I went off track, hit a pothole, destroyed the whole front bumper, but that's kind of the name of the game. So it's really crazy when you go and describe it because the weekend goes by so fast, but I know there's so many little things and details in there that happen along the way that it's like you're just in the moment, you're not really thinking about it and taking it all in sometimes. Great experience with all the boys, shout out to all my friends and all my family and all of our sponsors that help us, make this happen and even are able to be paid to do this sport, which is a pretty crazy thing. Tyler did great on the mechanics work, man. The car ran flawlessly. It was honestly just kind of loss of talent at the end of the weekend, but that's what happens, man. You get in your head, and it's a mental game as well as, who's the best driver and who has a little bit of luck on their side for that weekend. So I think it's a pretty good mixture of what creates a win in Formula Drift, and we're just waiting for the right elements and waiting for our time, right? We're going to stay consistent. So keep showing up to these events and keep hoping for the best and just having the right team, the right car, and being on point, So I guess moving forward, this was a great year. No complaints at all, and we did way better than last season, so that's all I can ask for. But yeah, moving on to the next thing is just practice. practice, and that's what makes perfect. So on that note, we're going to be kind of linking up with Thompson here in Carina and getting some practice days in. Our goal is to get probably 2 a month. We're starting up the YouTube channels. I'm starting up mine. It's going to be just exciting, and it's going to be more in depth into the scenes behind, behind what we would normally show you on Instagram. It's going to be the good and the bad. It's not going to just be all of like the highlight reels, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm excited to dive into it with my friends, especially. I just get to drive with people who I love and care about us and want to push the sport to a new level. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, you guys, and yeah, follow us, like, subscribe for the next one.